games today. And the first game is going to be Oklahoma Thunder. LA is in Oklahoma going against the Thunder. Then the following week we got a 2 home game stretch against Boston and the Hornets. And the end this week we'll have 2 road games, a 2-game road trip. So let me get y'all set up. So yeah.
You had called.
What you doing, girl?
Nothing. I had to get into the bathroom and I saw you call me.
Yeah. I just got done talking to your baby daddy.
Okay. What's he talking about?
Nothing much. Talking about all the stuff that's been going on.
And you called to check on me.
Yeah.
That's good. You got let me call my sis.
You know it.
Yeah. I was outside, checking into the bathroom.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Oklahoma City. That's the location for the Lakers. A terrific tandem of LeBron
I'm getting ready to
James
play
and
basketball.
Davis
I'm live right now.
ready to roll as they make their game plan against the Thunder. Lakers. Thunder is next.
Yeah. Hey, did you catch the football game yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
All right then, girlie.
Alright.
All right. Yeah.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their 7th, I can't even believe I'm saying it, 7th coach in the last 14 seasons. What a turnstile that has been.
They're keeping us reporters busy, huh? To me,
Yeah, they are.
it's all about stability now moving forward with the Lakers. I do believe they intend to give their new head coach plenty of opportunities over the next few seasons to continue to coach and continue to be the coach for the long term. You have to figure out the recipe of success, not only now, but moving forward. And the Lakers, from what I'm told, want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the long term.
And I love what you said, the word stability. They need it in L.A. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And for the Thunder, in the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward position. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. The Lakers with the ball. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Hachimura getting that shot to fall, just rising up over the top of the D.
Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. That is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by James. Second shot opportunity. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, the team gets Russell set up beautifully that time. Totally poised and no hesitation on that, too.
Outside Williams. And James pulls it down.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
The 3. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Davis. Russell's got 7 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
I like their focus coming in. Execution.
They can't handle it.
Boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight. They might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Some numbers for D'Angelo Russell. He's putting up about 20 points per game, almost 7 steals and 7 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, defend at a high level, and I would just love to have a healthy serum that would spread around the league and keep these guys in the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. And that's Life Above the Rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? Rebounded by the Lakers. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Livin with the K. What it do, homie? I've been good. nothing much. Just hooping right now, girl. That's hooping. That's all living with the game.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Lakers also making a change. Vincent's checked in. Williams against LeBron. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
Well, you and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Here's Hartenstein. Offensive rebound. Back to Wallace. Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Hachimura. Goes up. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
To end the cold streak, and Davis sends it back.
An impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
And here's LeBron outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
3 points.
James has got 11.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight we can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part
What's up,
of
sis?
how they operate their day-to-day
Everybody,
jobs with these
Deandra,
A few things for me,
Lawrence,
Kevin. It is
35,
the
is in the
relationships
building.
with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have
Is I'm saying your name right?
That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team. team moving forward.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. LeBron James is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. James against Williams. They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. That one wide left.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Vanderbilt with it. Williams picks him up for 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Shot to stop the run. Vanderbilt with the block. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And there's another one for the Lakers. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Jalen Williams? 12th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond the arc.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Wood, he's checked in for James. Christie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Christ on the mark with the 15-footer.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
To the paint. Williams inside. He's against Vanderbilt. Williams dishes to Williams. Here's Hachimura. 6 for 6. He's got to miss from the field.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Los Angeles has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Again, Los Angeles.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Wiggins, and it's blocked.
Good block.
Contested shot, just reading it well was Rui.
Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wiggins. The Lakers also with a sub. Vincent's checked in for Hachimura. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. LA is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Vincent's shot is good. Vincent's got his first 2 points of the night.
And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Double team on Williams. 5 on the clock. Dort trying to get something going. Passes to Caruso. Hartenstein with it. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed. And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
Yeah, babe.
I'm very pleased with my individual performance
Playing
right now,
basketball.
but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I'll do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports
What's
Halftime
today?
Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson.
Wrestling don't come on till Friday.
Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
You watching what?
LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds,
You talking about
and
for
1
Monday?
steal. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement,
Where you
good
at?
ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack.
Do you want me to go downstairs right now?
Ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
You said a Walmart bag? All right, let me put my live on hold then. I'll meet you downstairs.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at them.
In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward position.
All right, y'all. I gotta put y'all on hold for a minute. I gotta go help wifey out with some stuff. I'll be back, okay? Miss Didi, hold it down. I'll be back. Sorry, y'all, if I had y'all waiting long. I had to go help my missus with some stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to have y'all waiting that long.
I'll be honest with you.
My apologies, y'all. My apologies. I still love you, but don't cuss your boy out, okay? Man, I am still sad of after Grandma. I know I talked to your dad, came by today, and I ended up talking to him.
Center locking down the middle. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Hey, Frank, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. They get it back. Williams kicks to Caruso. Pass to Williams. Tries again. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And stolen by Russell. 90 seconds now into the second half. James finds Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Russell. 5 to shoot. Here's Caruso. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses. Oh! Yes, sir.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways. That's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer.
I ate before you left.
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise.
Man's loving that right there.
What a chance!
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing.
What you say, Ray?
Making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Caruso with the ball. Defended by Reed. Knocked loose and stolen by James. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso.
You can fetch me 4 more.
Got a piece of it. Vanderbilt with the steal. Here's Reeves. Here he goes. And that one is stuffed right through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they get it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Knocks it loose. And a a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Thunder now. Reeves into the lane, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
James has a 2-pointer, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feet.
Thanks for the 100%.
1:15 left here in the third quarter.
Deidre Lawrence, 35.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still scoreless. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Lakers, number 1.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work together. You just won't find better coaching.
Thank you for the 100%, DD.
Again, Los Angeles.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Tipped away. Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And now really feeling it as he's gotten off to a great start.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. A different look for Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. Isaiah Joe comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Christie, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gabe Vincent comes in for Austin Reeves. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to George. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Wallace inside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep, LeBron.
Oh! He hit the buzzer beater. All right, LeBron.
That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The 2 Lakers stars on the floor. LeBron at the 3 and Davis at the 5. Gabe Vincent is out there with Christie. And it's Hayes in at the 4. One-on-one here. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Wiggins with it, picked up by Davis. Here's Williams. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And it looks like a change in LeBron's demeanor out there. He's going into scoring mode.
Yeah, he's about to start
LeBron against Wiggins. The Lakers another fast break chance right here. Here's Vincent. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Lakers?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
2 on the clock. Wallace misses. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Vincent. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Christie. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Williams passes to Joe. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And they're moving it up. Here's Christie. Plays it in off the breakaway.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Here's Oklahoma City. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Passes it to Joe. Wiggins left side. Can they get it? A rebound by the Lakers. Benson with it to the wing right side. Christie. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wallace outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
And the Thunder making a change here. Topa just checked in. And then for the Lakers, Christian Wood comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Hachimura in for LeBron. Wood, that's a 2-pointer. He drains the quick shot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. On the wing, Wallace, defended by Vincent. The Lakers controlling the game. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pays the pass to Hachimura. Over Wiggins. Again, Los Angeles.
Rui working on that hand speed. Excellent.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside Williams. Pass to Topic. Williams against Wood. 6 to shoot. Taken away by Hayes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once the horn sounds, They're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
On the wing, Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Topic. He's covered by Hachimura. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And there's Wood. That's good on the assist by Hachimura.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now Vincent. Here's Christie. Good on the triple.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And break in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. The way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it.
See y'all next time. Go right.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to
now we got a
from the
2-game home stretch. We got
it
to
away.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get where we're able to find these guys and make plays, we want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
All right. LeBron did his thing tonight. 30 points. Okay. All right. We played Boston for the first time. All right, to my Lakers fans, be nice. We got Boston in the house. Let's see how they play.
Honey.
Yeah, my baby.
Can you come here?
What you need?
Can you put us some drinks in the refrigerator so they can get cold?
How many?
2.
And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Lakers. At the small forward position, 6'8", number 28, Rui Hachimura. At point, 6'3", number 1, D'Angelo Russell. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. The big man, 6'10", number 3, A.D. Anthony Davis. The other four positions, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James. The head coach of your home team. Another round of applause for your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Boston Celtics. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And the starting group for the Celtics. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. And for the Lakers, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. All right, Grant, a matchup of the elites tonight. Two Titans clashing in this.
All right, y'all, hold on real quick. Well, guess we go right Kennedy ready. What? It's a lot of them up there. I need that one back there. That white one down there. You pick your place now? I need to wipe it that with 2 ways. I know it that way. If I need to do it. Because in the microwave, I'm like, what's the red ones? Can't go to the microwave. Them 2. Why they can't go to the microwave? It's not microwave for staying. What ain't? The 2 plates and the square plates. This plate right here? Yes. This microwave? I put them in the microwave. Mommy? I don't trip. I gotta pay. You're welcome. Oh, boy. All right, y'all. Oh.
Oh, my. BA, I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
Here's Pritchard. Oh, they get a hand on it. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Russell. And he lays it in on the break.
What he want to show, the moment Russell got the ball, he knew this was all him.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Celtics ball.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LA's head coach and I were able to chat. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Counted from distance.
Their offense gets that much better when the D has to pay attention to Reeves outside the arc.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Now here's Brown. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Pass to James. Over Tatum. That one's good. From James on the assist by Reeves.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean open looks.
Boston calls timeout. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These
Shout
guys
out
have
to the
confidence
one.
in themselves against anyone they face.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Show some love for the Laker girls dance team.
Brown against Hachimura. Tipped.
Perfect timing by Hachimura. What a block.
Outside Reeves.
Lakers. 5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA. And with the Celtics securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Tatum against James. Outside White. Back to Tatum.
Yes, what about you?
Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. No, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Hachimura with room to shoot. The shot's good. The assist by James.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Timeout called. The Celtics. Grant, you think it's too early
in
the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined. But we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. And you look at Vincent topping the chart with his efficiency. And, of course, Austin Reeves.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Tatum inside. James is there. Tatum with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by James. And stolen by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
I think for Los Angeles, they've been a real Cinderella story for sure. It's clear they believe in themselves. That kind of camaraderie is so valuable to a team's success.
Well, they had a plan coming into this year, and they stuck with it, and it's worked out to perfection.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Vincent's checked in.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got him.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Celtics trail by 21.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
White looking it over. Tipped away. Pass to Horford. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Davis.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Porzingis. They get it back.
Well, some cribs you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And James launches it from deep. And another three for the Lakers.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The ball's knocked loose. Up top, Brown. Hachimura covering.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Reeves. Puts up a deep three. The rebound, Celtics.
Boy, what was you thinking?
1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Pritchard. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Boston with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. And here's Brown. He's scoreless. Shoots from 12. LeBron with the rebound.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Driving in. From deep, Reeves. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Brown scanning the floor. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
The Lakers call timeout. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. The Lakers, #1.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. Gabe Vincent out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. So it's Boston now. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Here's Pritchard. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Davis.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
Just 4 to shoot. White with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Goes back up. Cornette can't hit. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. He's all alone, and Davis slams it home.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Pritchard. No points so far. Out of bounds. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Russell's checked in for Los Angeles.
D'Angelo Russell.
Outside White. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And no good. The dry spell continues. And Russell's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's White. Russell with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them.
Oh, throw it!
Damn, Vanderbilt.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Now here's White. He's covered by Vincent. That's tipped. Cornette passes to White. That one a little long.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Russell from outside. Connects from downtown. Russell's got 5.
And we know Russell can shoot it. It's what he's out there to do.
Tatum against Vanderbilt. Pass to Pritchard. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Vincent. And again, it's the Lakers.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here we go. Lakers running again. Oh, okay.
Damn.
Wow. Boom. He jams it straight down.
Good awareness from Russell, able to force that turnover and start the break.
A minute 50 left in the first half of this one. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Pass to Pritchard. Left side Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
So it's Boston now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. Jason Tatum, 4th.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. And Los Angeles making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to White. Knocked away. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And they're on the break. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. From deep three-point land. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Hachimura. Davis has got 11.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's Los Angeles delivering the blowout. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The Lakers came ready to play. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What do you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
The difference in bench points is staggering. Their second unit came to play tonight. They were aggressive. You got to figure the starters are loving it, seeing how much work their second unit is getting done.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
First of all, where's the intensity on this? You think when a team is pumping you like this, at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Gabe Vincent.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis, Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Tatum, yet to see a basket. Brown can't hit. James passes to Vincent. Here's Christie. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They're just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Pritchard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Clock at 6. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hachimura's checked in for Vanderbilt. Reeves comes in for Christie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Vincent. On the wing, Reeves. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Reeves has got 11.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Now here's Tatum. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get any better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Now here's Tatum, still without a bucket. Stolen by Davis. On the break, here's James, and slammed dunk by James.
Defensive end, using his fine defensive instincts. Davis is just able to make a smooth little steal.
And it's the Celtics ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Poke loose. Hachimura against Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. The Lakers, #1.
And credit their relentless nature defensively for causing the mistakes. They apply a ton of pressure.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Here's Pritchard, following the score by Los Angeles. And then Russell with the dunk.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Pritchard, still no points, and it's the Lakers on the break. And Davis slams it home.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Got a piece of it, stolen by Russell. Out to James. Shoots over Tatum. That one's good from James on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. James has gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Tatum against James. Pass to Brown. And here's White. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Porzingis. Knocked loose. Stolen by Davis.
2 minutes remaining.
Hachimura outside. Launches it. And Los Angeles another 3. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Woods checked in for Davis. The Celtics also with a sub. Cornette checked in for Pritchard. Wood finds James. Sinks the tray. James has got 14.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Russell, that's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Russell's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 on the night. Who poked away. Stolen by Russell. By himself. And then Russell with the dunk.
Tonight we've seen D'Angelo put on a show. This guy believes in his game. Russell thinks he can put up huge numbers every single night.
1:02 left in the third quarter. White against Russell. Outside White to stop the run. That's tipped.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Reeves against Brown. And stolen by Reeves for the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Tatum. No points yet. Got a piece of it. And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. And then Russell with the dunk.
Good dancing. Did I see you, D'Angelo?
Now the Celtics on the move. But if it goes, oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
Buzzer beater,
I
baby.
didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Rui Hachimura is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's James. Then there's Hayes. And it's Christie in at the 2 guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Springer. Here's Tillman. 5 to shoot. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
And just a sensational two-way threat. Once Bron gets the steal, like, he is immediately looking to attack.
And here are the Celtics. Here's Springer. Pass to Hauser. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
Now here's Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Springer. Now James. Here's Hayes. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Hauser. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. The Lakers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. And that one is hammered home.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Boston on offense. They have yet to score here in the 4th. Tillman passes to Springer. Back to Tillman. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Christie. Again, the Lakers.
Hey, they are really looking to move the ball on the break. It's impressive.
And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. And James throws it down.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Springer. Check by James. He's all alone. And slam dunk by James.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Springer. Pass to Hauser. Here's Springer. 6 to shoot. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Lakers have gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the 4th. Hayes for 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Jackson Hayes.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Here's Shireman. Pass to Springer. Here's Tillman. James with the rebound. Here's Christie. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Lakers score.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Springer. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
There's one for the Lakers ball. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but somebody did.
Connects checked in for the Lakers. Butch Shafino comes in for James. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Springer. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Hood Shafino. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown's checked in. Hauser passes to Queta. Now here's Brown. A minute 50 left in the 4th. Pass to Tillman. They can't stop the run with that one. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Reeves. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
Nice shot by Reeves. He's just so crafty in that mid-range area.
The Celtics on offense. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Brown inside. He's covered by Reeves. It's tipped.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they increase their win total to 29.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for LeBron James.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And stolen by Reeves. Here we go, one-on-one. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pritchard. Wood grabs the board. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Russell, that's good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Now here's Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball. Checking in for the Celtics, Derek White.
Honey.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Foul violation. Boston ball.
Honey. Monica. Yeah. Come here.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers ball.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chance on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right, y'all, let's go on and see who we got for the last home game, and then we should be able to be on the road. You got the top. The top should be in there. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, let's see who we got to play for the last home game. Oh, we got Charlotte Hornets. Okay. My Lakers fan, be respectful. This is Charlotte Hornet fans now. Shout out to the one. Make yourself known.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Trey Mann is out there with ball, and it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, the guard spot's filled by Russell and Reed. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Now, here's Ball. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Williams against Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Truly a big man with guard-like quickness. Davis is super hard to corral once he gets in the paint.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Russell with it.
Now
guarded by Ball. 2 points. That one goes.
What a smooth catch-and-shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
Ball's knocked loose. Ball against Russell. Ball dishes to Bridges.
Get on your man, LeBron.
Lock at 6. Here's Chain.
Oh, man. And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. LeBron James on the wing. But Trey, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Los Angeles.
They're really mucking things up. Racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
What up, cousin?
And powering into the first week of the new year.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling for, to make sure you made it home good, my
Take
nigga.
a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they
Shit,
blow away
shit,
the
just sitting up
so-called
here,
experts' opinions. People who didn't
dog
realize how
walking
high
team
their
and
ceiling really was.
Now, here's Ball. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league.
What did you pay your cell phone bill today?
Reeves the pass to Davis. Shoots over man.
Man, you better go and pay that cell phone bill so they won't cut your shit off.
Reeves has got 3 assists now in this one. Ball against Reeves.
Where you at, Lemmer?
Feeling it out a bit. No good. And they can't
all right, my nigga, I'm going to leave you to it, but man, make sure you pay that cell phone bill, bro.
Russell kicks to LeBron.
All right, dude.
Launches it. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
You know what? Livin on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Ball. And Charlotte turns it over again. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Charlotte calls timeout. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, I briefly spoke with the Lakers head coach. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up with him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hendersons checked in for the Lakers. The Hornets also changing it up. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Bridges, and it's Green in for Ball. Man with it, defended by Vincent. And stolen by James. The Lakers another fast break chance right here. And the dunk by Hachimura.
What a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Man after the basket by Los Angeles.
2 minutes.
Ball loose, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LaMelo Ball.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
On defense, the Lakers. Here's Man. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Now the pass to Reeves over Green, and there's another one for the Lakers.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And get ready for this two-game road trip.
Here's Man, defended by Vincent. Man finds Miller. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte again missing. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Celtics. Back to Hachimura. Over Miller. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Miller. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. From deep, LeBron. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's Williams. 12 points his last outing. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by James. And here comes the break. Reeves gets the ball. Reeves has got a set.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, man. You can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Josh Green. And it's Richards in at the center. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Buzz guy looking for opportunities to shot create. Rui Hachimura plays with focus on the offensive end.
Here's Ball. Another shot. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell passes to Vanderbilt. This one for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so the ball out of bounds. Touched it left. And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Hey, man, what the hell we get ourselves into?
Here is Miller. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. To stop the run. Martin kicks to Miller. Outside, Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Again, Ball missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Martin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No matter what looks they get, They just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Ball. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Third turnover.
Shout out to the two.
And he has got to value that basketball more.
Christie, he's checked in for Gabe Vincent. Mark Williams is checked in for the Hornets. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Off the flag.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. No roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Driving inside. Power down with both hands.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
That's tipped. Martin to pass the ball. Now Miller. Left side Williams. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
There's Russell with the three, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Knocked loose and stolen by Russell. Fast break, the Lakers. And finished off by Davis.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Now, man, he has yet to score. Tipped away and stolen by Russell. Fast break, here we go. The shot's good from Christie.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Hachimura's got 12.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
It's Martin on the wing. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's man. He's guarded by Russell. Outside Martin. They need this one. Bridges left side. Here's man. He's guarded by Russell. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Man's got himself on the board with 3 there. So the wing on the left. Here's Vanderbilt. And another three for the Lakers.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway. They were knocking down shots and playing tough defense as they went on a 13-0 run. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Rui Hachimura.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reed.
How the fuck you missed that?
James. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. Miller with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Man up top. Back to Miller. Shot clock at 2. Shoots over Hachimura. Miller, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Poked away, stolen by Reeves. One-on-one fast break. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Williams. Here's Miller. They get a hand on it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Deep 2 from Russell. Again, Los Angeles.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Man. He's defended by Reeves. Now, here is Miller. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock. That's going to be over and bench. Not watching for the line that time. The league's long-distance bowlers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up. Okay. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Hachimura. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
And, you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And, Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Out to Miller. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Russell. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
With the assist.
The Hornets have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Man passes to Bridges. Here's Man. He's defended by Reeves. Looking to end the run. Man can't hit. Lakers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And
what up, Livin with the K's?
Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Hachimura against Miller. Right side, Williams. Outside, Ball. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy's got the ability to be a factor there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif
sitting up here on the last game of basketball.
Youth and collegiate basketball. Now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And stolen by Russell. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. There's the triple. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. Here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that one good.
I'll tell you, Right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Over to the left wing. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
With the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Taken away by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Wood. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing the pace.
Knocked away. Ball against LeBron. And here is Ball. Fires away from way outside. And that would have done it, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided
You know it's a blowout, man. They can't come back from that. That's a royal ass whooping right there, bro.
Here in Los Angeles. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Smith with the ball. For Charlotte. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. They've got Smith. Grant Williams is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Martin. And it's Green in at small forward. A shot by Williams, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Hayes. He tries for three, and another three for the Lakers.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
That's what's up. How did you do on your test?
And up before again for the Lakers, running the court. And James.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
I know that, but how did...
Courtesy of the AT&T.
Okay, that's what's up.
Lets a floater go, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Good Shafino's checked in.
Have a seat, LeBron.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They called for the 5-second violation. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes.
Good block, baby boy.
Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Smith dishes to Martin. Now here is Smith. He's tightly guarded.
All the way out here.
Green bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. Now the Lakers on the break. Moving it up. Oh, yes, he did. 5 down for him so far.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's the break. Here's Hood-Schifino. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Passes it to Gibson. Kicks to Martin.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Hood-Schifino over Smith. And the Lakers take on 2 more.
This is the last game right here.
That's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
You have to stay attached to connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. Mark Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Trey Mann comes in for Smith. Here's Hood-Schifino. Christie. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Christie's got 9 points here in the second half. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. He's got a clear path. And Hayes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Hornets ball.
And Miller, he's checked in for Josh Green.
For the away team, Miller.
Here's Williams. Outside Williams. Now, man, 6 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by Hayes. And it's Wood with the ball for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Helping his team however he can. Wood with a great pass.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Man finds Martin. Poke loose. And there's the drive. And Hayes throws it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance.
Yes,
really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
I'm about to be off in a little bit.
Turn things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
I know,
so
right?
take a look at their record. A nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. He wins on the year now.
And so
you want to do a dance right now?
Series, a team they'll only see twice.
Oh, tell Auntie I said hi. Call me when you get your crib.
With a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, okay.
And the
What
way
my
he was
name?
able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Oh,
Los
okay.
Angeles making a
Well,
switch
tell-
here. Vincent's check in.
Vincent.
Oh, okay.
You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account.
All right, girl. I'll see you when you get home.
I couldn't agree
All right,
more,
baby girl.
Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Fast break, the Lakers, and here they go. And finished off by Wood.
Put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it back to the inside. Here's Christie again, Los Angeles.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Josh Green.
Here's Williams off target. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here.
I want to thank the Charlotte Hornets for coming to LA. Sorry we have to beat y'all 132-3. See y'all next time go round. To my fans that popped in, Living with the K's, and Deidre Lawrence 35. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to True Gang. Shout out to my daughters. And shout out Living with the Mayhem.
You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, you know, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays, and then defensively, you know, he's not very good defensively. But you can't single me out. You know, it will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, you know, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Alright. See y'all later. Peace, love, and loyalty.